Hey, this is another intro to a video that I did, and it was an interview with my friend Jessica, and it was for a teacher Q&A section that I did where I was part of a summit, and we were talking about uses for hand-spun yarn, and then the conversation kind of got derailed into the fact that I was writing a book about, entrepreneurship, women in entrepreneurship, and kind of indie business. So I will not go on an entire tangent in this introduction because I go on the entire tangent in the video. So no need to give it to you twice here, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of context of where this particular interview was coming from, and you can find more on Jessica and the summit and her online knitting group and everything that was going on when this was recorded at Double the Stitches. She has a YouTube channel, so go check out Jessica and you can find everything about what it is she's up to there. And I sure hope she has more online knitter summits, because it was it was kind of funny when I got on. I was not expecting, I didn't know what to expect, but there were a lot more people on the teacher Q&A than I was expecting to be on the teacher Q&A, and it was just a really fun time to talk with one of my oldest fiber business, craft business besties. We kind of got started from the same launch pad. So it's been really fun to work with her. She's designed some patterns for yarns that I sell. We've done lots of collaborations together, this being the most recent. So please go check out Jessica at doublethestitches.com. And I don't know, this was just exciting for me because I don't want to call it a pivot, but y'all, if you've been following me on this channel, know that I am kind of in a weird place where I'm still continuing on with, obviously the yarn line, Crafty Housewife Yarns is going to be kind of just the fiber arts pocket of what I'm doing. I have since this video, since the Q&A came out, the book that you hear me talk about is this one, which is, as you see, even though this is just the proof, it's an actual book at this point in time. So a lot of the topics that I am sort of touching on in here on entrepreneurship, my experience and advice to other people wanting to get started in the entrepreneurial field while also trying to juggle everything else in life, would be in this book. So it's on Amazon in paperback or Kindle, so please go check it out. But lots of good intros and tips in this video.
Oh, and I'm so excited for your book. I really am. I think it's such a wonderful thing. And I think just to put that information out there, because there are so many reasons why people might need that flexible lifestyle while still earning an income. Like, it's not that we, necessarily just want to sit on the couch like, Peg Bundy and like eat bonbons and watch TV all day. We want to contribute to the world, the larger world, and we want to contribute to our families. And the internet makes that possible. I won't say easy, it's not easy, but it's possible.
Well, that's what, and I'm sorry if I'm derailing this. I just turned 39. So I just turned, and I'm like, I remember when I was in high school, I always was very entrepreneurial and I always wanted to own a business. But at that point, so, back in like the early 2000s, the idea of owning your own business meant that like you had to take out a business loan, you had to have a brick and mortar shop, you had to commit to being in one place, like it was a totally, and I didn't grow up with a lot of money. So like that just seemed very like how would you ever do that? And so then as I got older and things evolved and, I had kids and a husband and that sort of thing. And then I was like, oh, you can just do this on the internet. Like I just found people and I was like, you can just declare that you do this and then you do this and it's great. It was really like the Wild West to me. I mean, it was very like a fish to water. Like I went into e-commerce and it was like I finally found where I was supposed to be, and I was totally not meaning to do that. But it was for somebody with lots of learning disabilities and who is not a great student and never fit in corporate America. And, I have all the things, the e-commerce and being able to have your own business, but on your own terms has been like life-changing for me. So now I'm like preaching the gospel on that. And we actually have, my Crafty Housewife Yarns has 5 at the moment. They're the staff, and that's where the whole yarn cult thing, it was the joke with the staff. So They're all contract employees, and so it's, like, super part-time. I mean, we're not, like, in a warehouse, like, high-fiving each other. We're
Right.
all long distance, and, but I do have these wonderful women that I've worked with for years now. We do, like, a staff Christmas present, so I've lost track except for every year that I'm like, we do the different I'm like, "Man, we've been working together for a long time." And it is funny because they're all moms or caretakers. We have a farmer, we have a Pilates instructor. I mean, we have everybody's from such different works of life, but they all are common denominators, the fiber arts, and needing to be able to have something that's a creative outlet or financial income, but on your own terms, and being contract employees. And like I said, it's funny because it's been the same core group of people, but like sometimes one person's doing the dyeing, and then that person's life will change, and then they go more into spinning, and then somebody else, so we've all like it's become like the running joke that we all like shuffle around on like what we're doing. So I've quit giving people business titles. I used to really, and you can see them on the website, but it hadn't been updated in forever. I used to try to give everybody, including my mom, who's here in the other room right now. She
Hello.
spins for us. So yeah, she's here visiting from South Carolina. I used to try to give everybody like, funny like titles of like what their job role was. And honestly, everybody shuffles so much. It's like every single month, it's like, okay, who's doing this? So we're all just like, but the common denominator is like, it's just funny. We have a farmer, Pilates instructor, people in the medical industry, but they all, and that's what kind of like I said with writing this book, where I just started, like they were my inspiration, I guess. We all were from different walks of life and needed different niches filled for us, but it was equally important to everybody. And I just thought that was really cool.
I love that. So let's dive into some questions from